My name is Yuko Shimizu. As you can tell from my accent, I'm originally from Japan, but I'm an illustrator, freelance. Started off making illustration for magazines and newspapers, book covers, comic book covers. I'm one of those odd people who do a lot of different things. My favorite process is actually dipping the brush into inkwell and drawing onto the paper. But of course that won't finish it. So I have to use the technology to make it finish. And that's when, Photoshop comes in. That's when my use of Wacom tablets come in. 3 of my favorite colors are black, white, and red. I studied business in a regular university in Japan. And I worked in corporate PR for 11 years before, first of all, I had to realize the corporate world is not for me. And then have to realize what I wanted to do. And I always loved to draw and paint, but I never really pursued it. It was just always a hobby, and I wanted to pursue it as a career path. My favorite movies are, this is hard. This one's really hard, I'm sorry. Le Grand Bleu. God, do I have 5? Anything by Godard? Anything by Almodovar? Anything by Wong Kar-wai? Once your love becomes an occupation, it's not always fun. Oftentimes there's a lot of struggle in every stage, or some projects are easier and some projects are harder, and sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night with stress, and all these things happen. But I did 11 years of things that was not for me. So even the worst day, I'm very thankful I can make a living and pay my bills and feed my dogs with what I love to do, which is making art. I use Intuos Pro, and I just got a new one last month, and I always had the smallest one. My favorite musicians are Bjork, Rolling Stones, The Police. And I was lining up to buy my first Wacom, and I've never used it before, but all my classmates said you gotta switch, because I was hurting my arm muscle from clicking with the mouse. And then okay, you're in the beginning of your career and you're already hurting your arm, and this is my money, right? So you can't hurt it. And so I went to pick up my first Wacom. So I'm here, but I brought my laptop, and my smallest, the newest Intuos Pro is even smaller than the one before, and I love it so much. The day doesn't go great, take a break. If you don't have a lot of time, take a walk, stay away, do other things. If you have time, finish it, do something else, go to bed, wake up, and it will be a better day. It's not always easy. But if you pick something that is your passion, then even when it's the hardest time, and those times will come because it's your occupation and you have to work with clients and there are needs and deadlines and stresses. But when it's your passion, you can get through this. Enjoy it, even when it's hard. And that's how I always feel when things get hard.